Hello, and wherever you're watching for this video from, and whenever you're watching this video, hopefully you're having a good day. My name is Shay TD, and I'm with Grand Canyon University as a student in the CYB505 Cyber Warfare and Applications class. So today we're going to be going over very briefly an introduction on data protection, and while it's in any of its three states, while at rest, in transit, or in use. So data at rest is stored. It's not doing anything. It's not being accessed. It's not being transmitted. It's on a hard drive, DVD, a floppy drive, if you want to get that old. Data in transit's being transmitted. Obviously, it's going from one place to another, either emailed via a messaging app or through somebody's downloading it through Dropbox. Now, data in use is any data that's being used by any application. So, like a Word document, Photoshop, opening up a picture, that sort of thing. So, a big issue we run into is securing the data and making sure that the data is actually what it's supposed to be. In all cases, having a good encryption program and having, making sure that you can validate the hash file is a good way to do it. But there's more to it than just that. So while at rest, the data needs to be protected from unauthorized access. So physically limiting people who can access that data by, not allowing them access to the computers. Digitally, drive encryption goes along with that, but, your roles, who can access that based on what role they have in the company. What rules does it say, if you have this, this role, can you access these files? As well as having a good firewall and good network security. In transit, it's a good point, good place to be worried about, because that's a lot of people think that's like the biggest target to be accessed. But at rest is a lot easier to work with. You don't have, it's like you have time to play on, quote unquote, the sandbox, essentially. But in transit it's a little bit harder, because you have to make sure that you have, if you were trying to access it, you need to have the right encryption key. You need to make sure you can say who the person is, that type of thing. So good encryption, making sure that the sender and receiver are authenticated to each other, and good network security controls. While it's in use, again, it goes back to the stuff that's at rest. Access controls, physical security measures, making sure that the people who don't need to access it are not able to. So, again, we talked about role-based and rule-based access control. But I mean, it could also be as simple as, like, do you have the right level of security clearance? Do you have a top secret clearance to view this, to view certain information? If not, then you can't view it. And even if you have a top secret clearance, does your role really require you to view that information? If not, you're not on that project, you're not in that group that's working on that assignment, you're not going to have access to that. So that being said, and this wraps up this video. Hopefully this was a quick overview of data at rest, data in transit, and data in use, and some very brief ways on how to secure the data while it's in these three states. Thank you, and have a good day.